Everybody, this is Kevron 187 here in the booth, joined by my really good friend Ryan Parsons. Ryan, how are you doing?
Oh, doing good, and have enjoyed my Valentine's Day by watching the new Ted show.
The new Ted Show. Well, I've enjoyed it by dealing with boat troubles and work and picking up family and dropping off family. So yeah, you had sound like a better Valentine's Day than me. But hey, I mean, regardless though, it's another day to be blessed to be able to broadcast with the likes of you and all that is able to join the broadcast. We've always been appreciative of you all as well. Mike Min, Ryan Harp, those guys have been doing the broadcast for the Cup Series. Very much appreciated. But anyway, here we are in the Midweek Series and the Xfinity cars racing at Texas. The Midweek Series is doing their qualifying as we speak, so we're going to wait on them to finish their qualifying before hopping into the lobby. But we got quite a bit of Cup guys racing tonight too, Ryan.
Yeah, massive amount of Cup guys in tonight. I'll tell you one thing, when Mike gets hot at this track, this is one of his better tracks. When he is in a rhythm, he's normally up front. If Tegan's racing, Tegan's always been known to be good at these type of mile and a halves. Go look at his track record at Atlanta. But he's not. But these Cup guys know how to race Texas, but these midweek guys will be racing their butts off to get up through there.
Well, I definitely concur to that as well, especially the last time we were here. The last time we were at a mile and a half racetrack, a lot of money was put on Mike Min to win the race. He was I think he was only one of the two, if not the only Cup driver in that race. But some unfortunate circumstances of speeding on pit road caused him to end up having to finish. I forgot if he was... no, he finished in fourth, that's right, allowing the midweek regulars, the likes of S'mores, the Hall of Famer, to take the win there at Kentucky with... I'm trying to remember
Matt
if it was...
Berger's
Matt Berger.
Place.
Yep, Matt Berger second place, and then Mr. Sally, Senior Sal, taking third. But anyway, do you see a little bit of a similar setback for Mike Min tonight, or you think he might be able to pull it off tonight?
Never know. That's what makes these races fun. You never know. I expect him to be up front for sure. But this pit road has always, since I've been in the league, that it's always been a pain in the ass pit road to enter into. Whether that's speeding or damn near wrecking off turn 4 to get in, it's always a pain. So for these guys, it's going to be trying to be easy going in, and if you feel like you could be aggressive, then you got to be careful on speed. So this will easily be a race of how clean you get into pit road.
And also, do you believe this race will also come down to track position, or do you think the guys will be able to make the moves they need necessary here at the likes of Texas to get up to the front?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see the strategies called, and to see how people deal with adjustments. If they feel like they can pull off a strategy called, then it will absolutely be called. But this track, especially on Times 3 Rare, is a really tricky one to call.
Absolutely. They're just now finishing up qualifying. Of course, we'll be waiting another couple of minutes before we get to join on, so that way we don't enter into the race ourselves. But, with what I'm seeing here on Mike Min's stream, we've got Harris in the race. We got KLW, S'mores, Sportologist, or Matt Berger himself, Senior Sal, Darth Kylo, NSP, and Spencer. Or Metallica in his PlayStation login name. But anyway, through all those names that have been mentioned, there's actually probably one midweek regular that I've got my eye set on, and I want to say that it is Ryan Harp, just because he's always been Mr. Consistent. And so I'm looking to see how well he'll be able to pull off racing here at Texas tonight.
I agree with that. The last time we were at a mile and a half did not go his way necessarily, so I know he's looking to change that up a little bit and get back on track. So he's definitely going to be a guy to watch to see if he can get that turned around. And another one to watch out for midweek, right? Just out of any of these guys, is Matt. Guy that if everything falls into the right place, he will be up front. I mean, Kentucky was a fantastic example of that.
I completely agree with that as well. You know, these guys right here, when it comes to these mile-and-a-half races, you think that these guys that's got the fastest laps and the fastest consistency on long runs has it made. And then all of a sudden, you just see what happened at Kentucky. Mike Min with a speeding penalty. Oh, and Spencer as well, by the way, also dealing with the speeding penalty too. So, you know, with the two of the fastest guys that were knocked out just like that within one swoop, you had the likes of S'mores take advantage of that and get his first win in, oh gosh, 3 or 4 years, however long it's been since he last raced with us. So, you know, you can't count anybody that's on that screen out when we see who's all got the pole and whatnot for the race today. But anyway, it's going to be an awesome race. I'm stoked to be here, Ryan.
I'm stoked to be here too. These will the mile and a halves turn into normally pretty decent races. So let's hope for another great race from these midweek guys.
Absolutely, and also to kind of help put a little bug in our ear is Tegan, who's going to let us know when to join. As a matter of fact, that's just him join. Awesome. So we are going to join right now. We always appreciate that Jones boy or Tegan Jones helping out, putting the bug in their ear as well to keep us updated on what's going on with the racetrack or whatever the case may be. So anyway, as we are waiting to join, here we go. Alrighty, the O'Reilly Auto Parts 300 at Texas Motor Speedway. The date says October 24th, 2020. That is incorrect, as we are here on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2024, in the Midweek Series Xfinity cars.
Gonna be fun. And it's a night race, too, under the lights, bright lights of Texas.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, you know, a little bit of faster speed in the night lights is especially what would be a factor here as well. So, looks like Mike Min's ready. Here we are. Now we got our sets. Eyes set on the start of the race here with Spencer up front. Looks like that is NSP outside in the 61 car. He's going to fall back probably to fourth behind Matt Berger there. So Spencer with the lead, followed by S'mores in the 22 behind him. Matt Berger trying to take advantage of the inside there, coming to, off of turn 4 and third. But Spencer with a clear advantage for the lead, taking the lead lap here on lap 1.
Yep, and great start from the inside line. Not the greatest start for the outside, but it is really hard to get a great start on the outside. So to see Spencer really have a good start there was huge, but that was a really bad corner, and he hit the wall.
That's a very bad corner, as we had our eyes set completely on Spencer there, watching pancake the wall. Falls all the way back to fourth, under attack by Mike Min, who now slides up and allowing the Mike Min down low as Spencer hits the wall again.
Yeah, Spencer is really, really tight, it seems like, and his car just cannot find the right line at all. Way up there, too, in 1 and 2. So it's perfect for S'mores and NSP, and Mike Man's now really starting to charge through the front now, in fourth as we speak.
Yeah, and just behind him is Harris. Oh, and Mike Man was trying to put a move there on Matt Connors, but Matt Connors shut the door and almost put Mike Man down in the apron.
Oh, man. But now Mike's got the inside now. Let's see if Matt tries to do it again. Oh, he gets moved. He gets a little nudge.
Here we are on lap 3, Ryan, and people already slamming the doors like it's coming down to 5 laps to go or less.
Yeah. And now NSP up against S'mores. Let's see if NSP tries to make a move or see if he tries to get out of there before Mike gets there.
Meanwhile, they're trying to make it 3 wide here. Spencer behind all this. Right here.
Oh! Kylo, what a save.
I cannot believe
Lord.
He saved that race car there, Ryan.
I can't believe he did either. That's the one thing about coming off of 4. Your car will snap loose if you come off that corner just a little bit weird. And it came off weird and it snapped. I thought for sure that was going to be a caution.
That was definitely a caution right there. That did not happen because of Ryan's ability to save that race car. Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
Carlos spinning.
Darth
Oh,
Kylo
he's
spinning
spun.
again. Yeah, so he's definitely battling a loose race car. Unfortunately, he is by himself. So
Yep.
it's
And that car did spin. Now Mike's in P3, getting more and more closer to NSP and S'mores. They're still following. We have technical difficulties with Kevin.
Here we go. We're back. All right. So here we are. We got our eyes set on the front here with Mike Man trying to make a 3 wide for the lead.
Oh.
That's right.
NSP, S'mores, Mike
they hit
shoves it in there.
Mike
oh
Man.
My lord!
He hit the apron there, got into NSP, and pinball up into S'mores there. Tough break for the 22, but Mike Man takes the lead.
Wow, what a move! Looks like he got just way too far down on the bottom and hit the apron and shot right up.
Yeah, trying to make it 3 wide right there. NSP was hoping that Mike Man was going to lay off the throttle. Like I said, they're racing like there's less than 5 laps to go, Ryan. I can't believe it.
They're very, very aggressive right now. I'm surprised.
And just like that, here comes Spencer trying to battle his way back up to second here underneath NSP.
Matt's loose behind him. Matt's loose behind the 10.
Yeah, Matt saved that race car there mowing through the grass. A good save by Matt, but man, you know, these cars are on the edge right off the bat, Ryan.
Oh, absolutely they are, and it's no surprise, especially off of 4. That's the one corner that everyone seems to lose the car. And now Spencer and NSP are working their way back up to Mike.
Yeah, and I believe that is now crossing into lap 9 right here. No, lap 10, I apologize. So, yeah, 10 out of 100 laps complete. I don't remember. I never really checked to see how many laps were in the first stage. I apologize, folks, but I can only...
34.
Okay, 33 to 34. So it is safe to assume that they'll definitely need a pit before the end of the stage. Yep. If you're the likes of... Oh, go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, now that we're, you know, we're looking into crossing halfway into the stage here, you're probably thinking the likes of S'mores. You know he suffered a lot of damage hitting that wall. Ryan Harp, you know, his car's really ill handling. Probably take advantage of pitting halfway through to try to make up some of that lost time.
They might have to, but it's the question of can they make it on fuel through that. Mike came through saying that turn 4 has been tough, especially coming off of it because people are getting loose.
And he got loose going into the corner there. Oh, my goodness, they're mowing the grass.
Good
wow.
Lord.
That was a close call. Looked like Mike Man came off the corner loose off of turn 4 and just could not keep it straight, causing him to hit the grass there through the tri-oval.
It's something to keep an eye on, guys. And S'mores is actually recovering pretty nicely right now.
He's up into 5th, and Matt's up into 4th.
Yeah, S'mores there definitely was able to put an easy pass on both of them there, coming off of turn 2, going into turn 3 and 4. So, yeah, good eyes on S'mores there, Tegan. You know, Matt Connors, he's battling a loose race car too, but we've seen him have a loose race car and still maintain a really good amount of speed, just like we saw back in Kentucky.
Yeah, he did that at Kentucky.
Got an outside run on the outside on.
Yeah, off of 1, he had a really good run.
And
he's going to have it again in 3 and 4. He's going to possibly clear him.
Yeah, see that turn 4.
And he did.
Yep, excellent move by S'mores. And normally cars coming off of turn 4 that high is prone to snapping loose, and he done an excellent job keeping it straight.
Yeah, and he's a little more off the bottom here, and he's just finding ways to get really good runs right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see S'mores back up there here in the next few laps.
We got the top 3 under the blanket, and we've got the from 4th to 7th here under a blanket. I mean, just like the Texas heat, this race is hot.
It is very, very hot right now.
And Spencer's doing all that he can to try to pass Mike Man, but Mike Man will not allow it.
And now NSP is going to get under Spencer.
S'mores is gaining guys on these top three right now.
He is flying.
And so is Matt, because they're working together.
Yeah, Matt Connors is definitely tucked up under S'mores' bumper there.
It's allowing also Sal and Harris to fall in line and roll with them.
And they
are absolutely flying.
Yeah, I was about to say, the more that these top three right here battle each other, the easier or the faster them S'mores and all of them behind him will catch up to him. But it looks like they pretty much single filed out for now.
Yeah, and right now NSP and Spencer have a gap to each other. Mike's trying to build a gap between him and Spencer. So, and while those 4 guys back there are lined up and moving fast.
Guys, something to keep an eye on is when pit cycles start, I think people may struggle if they have to, all it takes is having to pit 1 lap early. That can take you from making it on 1 stop to doing it on 2 stops in this stage.
Tegan, any word on anybody thinking about coming into pit road early like you just said?
Well, the thing is, I don't think they can. I think you have to run it out all the way in this stage to make sure you can do it on 1 stop.
And just have to.
Harris is coming in.
Oh.
And here comes KLW right behind him. Looks like Ryan Harp has some kind of accident that we didn't catch on camera there, because he's not in sight within KLW like he was earlier.
Yeah, he spun off before that one time.
So Mike is pitting right now.
Oh!
Mike. I think you're going to see the leaders pit here.
I was about to say, Darth Kylo, I just put my camera on him, and he wrecked coming into pit road, so that will definitely keep putting him back that much further with damage. And here comes the leaders.
S'mores just gained a ton on pit entry, too.
What a pit entry, not only from S'mores, but NSP, too. Those two probably had the best pit entries, because Spencer was second going in. He's now third, almost fourth, and NSP is right up against Mike.
Meanwhile, Harris and KLW just now exiting pit road. They'll be coming out 7th, 8th. Darth Kylo in 9th. Probably will be a lap down by the time he gets out because of the damage that he needs to repair. But yeah, a huge break for the 22 and all these guys that are behind him that are able to get a huge jump on Mike Man and Spencer and them. I mean, look how they're coming out now. Wow.
Oh, S'mores got into P3. That pit entry by S'mores could not have been any better for him. Because now he's in P3.
This is where Spencer has no clue.
Oh, S'mores just ran coming off the apron, and Harris gets into him!
Caution!
That's a caution. That is from the
being side
54.
by side.
So the 54 coming off side by side with S'mores puts S'mores up into the racetrack, causing S'mores to spin out coming from the transition of the apron to the racetrack into Harris. Wow. Caution is out.
Wow. This changes the stage a little bit now.
These guys that just came out of pit road probably can think that they're not going to come back down to pit road, since they probably have very little wear on their tire. But yeah, S'mores, I can tell, is not happy.
No, he's not. But I would not be surprised though if these guys maybe come back down just in case to top off. They definitely could probably use that little extra bit of fuel. Especially the guys that pitted before the leaders.
The guys before the leaders probably wouldn't hurt them to top off,
and
but
there's 3 note takers.
Yeah, see, we got Mike Mint, NSP, S'mores, of course, with the damage, Harris, of course, with the damage. All these guys that are coming in. That's the unfortunate thing is, as Tegan just mentioned, you kind of come off a pit road. There's really no good reason to come out side by side racing on the apron, just simply because of how slick it is down there.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is they came out nose to tail inside each other. Spencer took it to the inside even more, which puts S'mores in a bad position because he's trying to make sure that he doesn't merge too early because they're too wide. And he tried to be the good guy there because he did let up, but when he let up, it just put him on the banking on the transition there that upset the car. That, to me, in my opinion, is totally on Spencer. There's just no call for being too wide there coming off pit road when you could have just lifted and stayed in line.
And it was a very aggressive move to try to jump there because it seemed like S'mores had the jump from the get-go on
Right.
the start, like coming out of the pits. So that's something maybe where awareness could be key. Like there's still plenty of laps to go in this stage. You could
Something
fall in
just
line.
to throw out, guys. KLW's up to third through that transaction.
Yeah,
And
he
look at
stayed
Matt.
out.
And look at Matt Berger up on the high lane there in front row.
Matt, Spencer, and KLW were the ones that stayed out.
I'm going to see if fresh tires actually matter here.
This
This also helped Darth Kahlo because it put him back on the lead lap and he can grab
It
some
did.
stage points.
as we're coming back to the restart zone.
Yeah, we go
And
right.
the green flag is out.
Yeah,
What a start
and
by Spencer again.
I was just about to say Spencer with a huge start. Sportologist or Matt Berger really couldn't keep the throttle down to stay in front of him.
No.
And, man, these guys are starting to bounce off each other here again.
I'll tell you one thing. S'mores got to the bottom as fast as he could. He's going to try to hurry up and get through to get back to Spencer. I'm telling you one thing. S'mores is one of the fastest cars out there, if not the fastest car right now.
Yeah, Matt Berger trying his best to get back up into second position here, but he's got a battle likes of NSP and KLW now.
Ooh. Getting a little dicey in the back. S'mores is starting to fall back just a little bit. Kylo under him now.
And so far,
it's
KLW
Mark
hit the
Wall.
wall. Yep. And the biggest mover since the restart, Mike Minn's now behind Matt Berger, pushes him into turn 3. Now they take second and third.
And S'mores is falling back. Not a good restart at
S'mores
all.
got put in the wall on
Oh,
KLW
oh,
did.
oh, getting
NSP
really
and
dicey.
KLW, you got into each other there. Yep. And now here comes S'mores trying to capitalize on their mistakes.
S'mores is he's been in the bad line.
He got caught up in a hornet's nest right out of the gate.
If I'm being honest with you, if I'm the 22 car, I'm moving people out of my way.
I agree with that. He got caught up in a hornet's nest and tried to play nice, and
And the guy that
Now
started it all is up here in the lead, so that adds a little salt to the wound as well.
yeah, absolutely does.
Meanwhile, Mike Minn now puts a move down below Matt Berger here for second, followed by Harris right behind him to try to take advantage of passing Matt Berger for third.
Right. I think S'mores is already catching that pack already. I
And
wouldn't be
just-
surprised if he's there sooner rather than later.
Well, while S'mores is trying his best to catch up to the pack here, I've got my eyes on the 19 here as well now that he's put the pass on Matt Berger. Had a very ill-handling race car right off the bat. As now he slides up a little bit, allowing the Sal to take advantage of the bottom here to try to pass him for fourth. But, yeah, Darth Kylo went from last to now battling up here in the top 5, so a good recovery for that team.
Very good recovery, but now it's if you would look now, S'mores is already to the back of Sal. So Sal has got pressure from S'mores, and S'mores is moving as fast as he can to get back up front.
And I don't believe Sal's really wanting to hold the 22 back
No,
anymore
look
than he
at
wants
that.
to.
Oh, I mean, I'm on S'mores right now, and he just absolutely had a great. Oh, got a little loose there, but had a really good center. If he doesn't get loose there, he would have had a pass be able to be made on
Yeah,
Sal.
NSP trying to capitalize on Sal backing S'mores up from the checkup there, but couldn't do it on the outside. So far, everybody is in line as we got a battle for the lead now.
We do. Mike got up there fast, and Mike's going to try to pass him, and he does. He's going to clear him. Let's see if Spencer tries to pull a crossover. Not enough momentum at all. And Morst is having a really, really tough time trying to get past Sal here. It looks like back there. There's the move. He's going to stay locked in with him right now. That's interesting. I'm S'mores, so I'm going to try to get by everybody as quick as possible.
Oh, absolutely. He's running out of laps here because here once they cross this line right here, we're in lap 30. So 30,
Yeah.
only, 4 laps to the end of the stage. I mean,
Yeah.
he's running out of time.
If I'm S'mores, I gotta make a move, and I gotta make it now.
Well,
If
even
he
if
can.
even if he was to think about salvaging points here, just getting the top 5 is definitely important. So he's only one position away from that.
And NSP's throwing it in behind him.
And that's actually points too.
Yeah, so any extra bonus point that you can get from finishing in the top 5 is definitely better than finishing 6th on back. So
now NSP's got a run on him. NSP's going to possibly get this pass here off of 4.
Yeah, not what S'mores definitely wanted to see. S'mores hits the wall. Oh, and he hits it again.
He got loose. That's not working together.
No.
That's just so stupid because NSP's probably not going to get up there either now.
Nope.
Nah, with Sal sitting in 5th here, S'mores definitely had a little bit of a faster car, but he had to check up for Sal there going in that corner, and when NSP took advantage of that, yeah, it was just the ultimate tough break for S'mores going to the end of the stage.
That was a tough break right there. I would have made the move there because that's points to be gained there, and there was no chance. And now that happened, it really knocks him off the points list for the stage.
Well, now with less than 2 laps to go, looks like Mike Man. Oh, and Spencer gets loose coming off of turn 2.
Really loose. That's going to put Harris into 2nd and possibly going to put Kylo into 3rd. Spencer really tries to hustle the car. Kylo.
Yep, and Spencer hit the apron. Yep, puts Kylo up in the racetrack. Luckily, he didn't hit the wall and holds on to 3rd, but now Sal. Yep.
Oh, man, a tough break for the 61 now.
Well, not really for the 61 just yet because the 54 is now.
54, excuse me.
Yeah, the 54. He was about to finish 2nd, got loose. Now he's all the way back to 6. In threat of losing any bonus point that he could pick up going to the end stage.
Right, and now he just bumped the 61 out of the way.
Yeah, he hit the apron again. That's just a lack of driving ability right there for now. Hopefully he'll be able.
That's the stage. Spencer got it.
Spencer got 5th. Okay, yep. So here we are now at the end stage with Mike Man taking the win. Harris in 2nd, Darth Kylo 3rd, Sal in 4th, and Spencer 5th, taking the bonus points right there.
Wow.
What a race.
Yeah.
And this is just a stage.
This is just a stage. They're racing very aggressive. Does that happen as the race goes on in this long portion of the race? Maybe, maybe not. If it does happen, then I wouldn't be surprised because these guys seem to be wanting to make move after move after move and not really work with each other. Well, so I wouldn't be surprised if the 22 ditches that, stops ditching, trying to work together and start making moves because it's happened to him countless times already where he had a shot and.
Well, I'll tell you this, Ryan. I wouldn't see why these guys wouldn't be racing any different than they did in the first stage, especially the guys that got screwed out of the stage points like S'mores. He's going to be on a tear when he gets to the start of the 2nd stage.
I agree 1,000%, and I expect him to make an adjustment or go back to what made him extremely fast in that early run to get back up front as quick as possible because he's got a really fast race car.
As we've got our camera here on Harris here. He's got the first pit stall right here. So we see Mike Man and Darth Kylo. Oh, here comes Harris. He'll pick up 2nd right behind Mike.
P1.
Yep.
Seems like the stage.
Spencer was a big loser on that one.
Oh, massive loser. Wow.
Yes, absolutely. And it puts it right in front of the guy that he had made go up the racetrack and cause that last caution that happened there. So be interesting to see how this plays out when we go to the choose line.
Yeah, I expect Mike to take the inside here. If Harris does pick the outside, would not be surprised if some people try to pick the inside to gain more positions, but looks like it's going to stay pretty even actually.
Yeah, we got our camera here on Mike Man here, showing him in 1st on the inside, Harris 2nd, Darth Kylo 3rd, Sal 4th, and NSP here in 5th. Man, if you think stage 1 was on fire, wait until you see this end of the stage right here.
Yeah, here we go. Green flag back out. Mike with a good start. Harris didn't have too bad of a jump there, but the advantage to the inside right now.
Yeah, Darth Kylo really didn't have a good jump there either. So
nope. Oh, but Kylo got back to the inside, barely. But then Harris finally got him cleared, so. It's Mike and Harris to be the front two. Kylo battling for third right now with Sal. Spencer with Sal as we speak.
And just coming off of the turn 2 exit there, I saw S'mores bounce off the wall a little bit. Hopefully he didn't suffer too much damage. But
there goes
Spencer's in the wall. Yep.
And back he goes.
He just
let it begin.
Yep, he just simply got loose coming off of turn 4 there. Probably got a little intimidated by the 22 behind him.
I think he was offline.
He was way offline, yeah. He was trying to give S'mores room and did not pay out for him.
NSP was riding the wall there coming off of turn 2. He kind of tagged it there, allowing everybody to now pass him too, except KLW.
Here comes S'mores now. S'mores is charging through the field. He's behind Matt right now.
Yep, S'mores in 6. He definitely is seething over.
He's got a good car. Oh,
Matt got into Sal.
Yep. Matt and Sal are making a little bit of bumper tag games between each other. S'mores really don't care for that. He just wants to try to get in front of both of them now.
Yeah. S'mores goes up just a little bit. Really good run for S'mores, too, off that corner. S'mores is going to take that run.
Yep, S'mores under Matt. That'll be the battle for 5th right here if he can complete the pass.
It looks like he's going to. Matt is just full sending it until he is about mid-corner. Oh, really loose. NSP saved it. Wow.
NSP and Harris, he got loose too, but not near as bad as NSP.
Oh, Sal shut the door.
I think Harp is holding this line up right now.
He really is.
I think he might be good on the long run, but I don't think he has.
Here comes S'mores.
S'mores to the inside.
Oh, he got tight.
Oh. Matt smacked him, too.
Yeah, I don't think Matt meant to do that. S'mores went in way too shallow, got super tight under Sal, and Matt was just doing what he could to check up.
Sal is... It feels like Sal is trying to shut the door from what it looks like, and...
I know what's going on with that.
I mean...
S'mores has been able to get to him countless times.
Remember Auto Club, guys. Not last week, the All-Star race.
That is right. Yep, I remember.
Got him now.
Yep, here comes S'mores down low, coming off of turn 2. Still holds the momentum here. Tried to side drive, but he couldn't do it.
No, he couldn't do it. S'mores is really trying to get by him. Really, really trying to get by him.
Meanwhile, NSP got by Matt.
NSP's flying right now, too.
See, if S'mores came off of turn 2, right on Sal's corner panel there, he would have had a side draft effect where Sal would have been pulled back and S'mores would have still been side by side going to turn 3. But
now NSP looks like to be towards the inside. If I'm Sal, I'm trying to get past this 10 as soon as possible.
Boy, Matt sent that car down in the turn 3 there under NSP and was able to stick it.
Morris with another good run. He's able to get to Sal. It's really curious to me on how this is all going on right now, because now Mike's pulling away.
They're going to keep going away, yes. The Mike's getting away because the 19 is kind of holding up Harris just enough to where Harris cannot get a run anywhere either.
Yeah.
So
I was about to say, do you think Harris doesn't have that good of a handling race car to be able to get past Darth Kylo, Tegan?
I think the draft is on normal. Ooh,
Darth Kylo got in the wall. Yep.
And so does S'mores. So now that's going to allow Harris to get back into second, Sal into third. Let's see if S'mores can get into fourth here.
Yeah, S'mores hitting that wall just a little bit. Couldn't capitalize on getting past Darth Kylo there.
Oh, Kylo's going to go right back to the inside, and Luca's going to follow. Oh, S'mores got really tight. Whoa.
Yeah, he sent that in way too deep. Yep, he over drove that corner there heavily. Oh, Matt Berger in the grass. Almost collects NSP. No, was that Darth Kylo? Yeah, or KLW. Sorry.
That was KLW, yeah.
Yep.
Now S'mores is going to send it down to the inside, following NSP. See if NSP goes down to follow him. Nope. But Sal's now finally got some company with S'mores down to the inside. And Sal goes up. Whoa.
Well, same deal that happened with S'mores there last lap. He just sent it in way too deep.
Yeah, Sal was way up. It didn't look like they made any contact, but who knows how close it was.
nevertheless, it allows the likes of Mike Man to still pull away that much further from Harris.
Mike's got a really good
The
handling race
19
car.
is struggling so bad right now.
He has got a very loose race car right now.
He just made a little bit of contact to the 61.
And
yeah.
NSP went up. Yeah, this is, I'm telling you not right now, guys. This is the reason why the Cup Series does not run no more draft.
That is the exact reason, because now we can get close quarter racing.
Here we go with the 22 now tucked in behind the 19, trying to make a move yet again.
Yeah. NSP's going to have a little bit of a run.
You let me know when I need to move. Okay.
And yeah, the gap between Mike and Harris is a very big one. Harris is falling back more and more.
Yeah, Harris is falling back.
NSP's under S'mores.
Yep.
Makes that pass.
Almost hit.
Wall.
Yep, almost hit the wall there. The 22 as well. Harris falling way back, allowing Darth Kylo to get underneath him.
If NSP or S'mores can get by him, Mike's going to have competition.
Well, the thing is, with this draft, when you get behind somebody, if you don't time it right, it makes you super tight. And then all that does is invite the car behind you to take that run. And all they're doing is just fucking side swapping each other here and letting Mike get away.
Yeah, this is not what anybody wants to do when trying to catch up to Mike. Man, they're now about to go 3 wide.
Can we just mention the fact that KLW is now battling up in with these guys now? Where did he come from?
I mean, it's not hard.
Harris is going to pit. Harris is going to pit.
Oh, that was very... I don't think he was pitting. He was on the apron. He was
on the apron. He was about to spin it.
Okay, wonderful save.
That was extremely close to being a massive wreck. Wow, holy moly.
Now, here's, I don't know what y'all are thinking. If I was Harris and I saved that race car the way that I did, but I'm coming off the corner that slow, wouldn't you just try to pit and just short pit?
It just depends on if you're not in your window or not.
And now Sal got past S'mores.
Yeah, S'mores is just behind a clusterfuck, and he's just not aggressive enough. He's being too timid, too passive with these guys, and he's been ran over, took advantage of. I would have stuck my nose up under the white line and moved some people up out of the way.
Yeah. And there's looked like to be almost contact between him and the...
Looks like are they coming to pit road right now?
Oh, that's a wreck!
Oh my goodness!
That's a wreck!
That is a wreck. All right. Well, major implications right here. We have S'mores, KLW, Harris. Harris.
Mike was on pit road and made it, and S'mores could have too, but he pulled out.
Oh man. The way the camera angles had it, I really didn't get a good look at how all that unfolded.
It looked like it was the 19, and I couldn't tell the other car. Wow. Mike gets lucky there.
Yeah, Mike Mensch is now coming out of pit road.
And now we got... This was time for guys to pit, and because Harris is now sputtering. These guys are out of fuel.
Yeah, and, when it comes to the way the caution is unfolded here, it's going to be a huge break for Mike Mint because, I mean, these guys are going to have... Well, not Mike Mint. The guys that haven't pitted yet, I think Mike Mint's a lap down, ain't he?
He actually came out, and with the caution being called like it is, it doesn't count.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, so yeah, these guys like Harris, he had that major hiccup there, almost wrecking, and now he's up here, up in the lead. Well, let's see here, or is it? No, I'm sorry, NSP's in the lead. My apologies.
Yeah, and Spencer, by the way, is lapped down.
I believe he will be getting the wave around. A few of them will here because of the way the caution fell.
Yeah, that's a tough way for the caution to fall.
And I'm going to tell you right now, S'mores gave up a lot of track position here to help out Harris.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you said, he's being too passive when it comes to how aggressive he needs to be to get up into the, the position to, try to win this thing. So I don't really foresee him now winning the race at this rate.
I agree. He needs to be aggressive. And he needs to make sure that the moves that he makes, that one, make sure he gets by them, and two, he builds a gap, because he is a fast car. He just is being too timid with it. If he isn't timid with it, he would be up in the top 3. No questions asked.
Well, and that, to think about, okay, trying to maximize getting points without trying to wreck or wrecking other people, early in the season, maybe that's why he's racing timid like this, but who knows.
I'd be aggressive to try to build up as many points as possible. I don't care how early in the season it is.
Okay, so just to catch up, so Mike actually pitted again. He didn't keep the track position, so he's actually 5th now.
Oh.
So it looks like your top 3 right now is Matt,
KLW and Sal.
And
yeah.
Sal. And
wow.
NSP might be 4th.
Yep, NSP 4th. Yep.
So NSP also. NSP lost a couple spots there, it seemed.
And look at it this way too, guys. Here we are on lap 55. Who would have thought the top 3 at lap 55 would be the likes of Matt Berger, KLW, and Senior Sal?
Chaos always tends to follow when Matt's in the top 5, so Chaos has followed.
And he definitely followed there, staying in the second line behind Matt Berger here. So he'll be starting 3rd with Sal 2nd and Matt 1st. Mikeman taking the outside there. He'll be in 4th, followed by NSP in 5th. Look at all the guys on the inside lane, Ryan.
And this is why I choose Cone's also not in the Cup Series.
Green flag is back out in the air with Sportologist making a huge jump.
Massive jumps. Sal got a decent jump there, but KOW seems to hold on to 2nd there. But I know for a fact Matt's going to try to get going fast because Mike's going to be there as soon as possible.
That little comment I have to resent, though, Ryan, talking about, why the choose rule isn't in the Cup Series. I mean, that's kind of one of the unique deals about the choose rule is seeing how many guys would rather take what lane rather than trying to take advantage of the positions on the outside, despite, the disadvantages that may come into play.
The disadvantages are definitely there. Matt really just sending it in there, and it's not helping him very much.
Definitely
where
not.
Kentucky it really helped him, but didn't help. It's not helping him here at Texas. That is for certain. And S'mores seemed to have taken some words that we have said to heart. He's starting to move a little bit.
Yeah, he's up here in 6th trying to make a pass on Darth Kylo here.
So S'mores realizes he's got to be a little more aggressive to try to stay up front.
And Mikeman's doing everything he can to get past that 0-8 of KLW.
Absolute everything in his power.
That's going to allow the 61 to try to make a pass for him for 3rd. Darth Kylo does soon follow.
Yeah. NSP's got a really fast race car too. I would love to mention that. Oh, passed through the grass almost there. Holy moly.
Just about half the pack there went through the grass. S'mores almost got into it. Now S'mores is under attack by Harris.
Yeah. Again, people are just taking when they have a move, they take it. S'mores needs to realize that, and he needs to realize that fast, because this is where
S'mores needs to get off the off the top line, because that's what's killing him. He thinks I know the position he's in. They're too wide in front of him, 4 deep.
And he just hit the wall. Man, that ain't helping him.
That's why you got to get to the bottom. If you hear your spotter say clear, you got to get down as fast as possible, because he has had such a good race car, but just not being aggressive and being stuck on the top line has hurt him so much.
And now Mike's taking it too wide.
See, this is where people need to see where Mike's doing, especially these regulars. Mike's being aggressive with these moves. As aggressive as Mike is being, guys like S'mores or guys like Kylo need to realize that Mike's just there to win and just have a nice little bragging right. This is for points for these guys. So they need to be as aggressive as he is, if not more.
Well,
if
the
Mike's
other
going to be making these moves.
and it's kind of a learning deal too. You have a guy like Mike Min out here that has a lot of wins in the Cup Series, has a lot of wins
look at
across the
Matt's
whole
gonna
board.
Get to the end. Matt almost got to the inside there. I mean, Harris is getting to the inside, who's also a Cup regular, but racing for midweek points. Like, these guys are, some of these midweek guys are being extremely aggressive.
And here they are 3 wide. 3 wide for 5th. S'mores here having all of that being unfolded in front of him. Darth Kylo and KLW makes contact, almost sends Sal up to the wall. S'mores just not able to pass all of them all at once.
Wow, and he almost does it too. See, that's the move that he needs to do, but stay to the bottom. Like, that was perfect for him. But Sal is just it looks like Sal's pinching him massively here.
Sal is doing all that he can to
Sal's
keep from
loose.
wrecking. Oh, I was about to say, he got really loose coming off there.
Really loose.
Saves it off of KLW.
This is where S'mores realizes his car's fast. He just... See, look at that. He's got a really good momentum.
He needs to hurry up
through
and
the
get
center.
by the 19 here. He's got to go.
And don't do it through the top. You got to do it through the bottom.
Well,
I don't
Mikeman's
care.
not listening to that advice. He's been trying to pass everybody here at the top, coming from 3rd place, and has not been able to do so.
S'mores hit the apron. This is getting too low when he tries to make a move, and then he gets stuck.
And there's so much action all over the track. It's so hard to keep the camera angle all on everybody here.
I'm actually
Matt-
streaming right now, and I've kept mine kind of on the mid.
Mikeman got loose as he's trying to make a pass on Mattberger, but keeps the momentum up.
The back pack's battling, the front pack's battling. Everything is just going crazy here right now. Everyone's aggressive. NSP is going to be the one to benefit for now.
So far, everybody's single file. One of the guys that we saw up there battling for the stage win now is way back here in last place, and that is the 54 of Spencer. Shocked to see him back here as aggressive as he is.
Oh, Mike
Mike's
just
getting
moved.
aggressive, yes.
Mike got under NSP there really
That's
quick.
something you have to remember. When it's done to you, you can do it back.
You got to do it back.
Yeah, NSP is going to fall all the way back to 4th unless
yeah.
Well, Harris
moved him up.
Yeah, I was about to say, him and Harris made a little bit of contact there.
And now it's the 6 and the 9 battling right now for the lead. But yeah, if I'm NSP or any of these guys that got moved by the 9, you got to move him back, because he's been extremely aggressive all night, and they need to be like, hey, we're going to be just as aggressive, and we're not afraid to move you back.
Matt Berger doing everything he can to take your advice on that, Ryan. He tried every bit that he could to get into turn 1 there behind Mike
He's been throwing it in all race, and somehow magically it stuck for a decent chunk of it.
3 wide for 3rd, almost 3 wide for 3rd. Darth Kylo lets off just a little bit to let these guys battle. But, man, Harris and NSP...
Kyle or NSP really, really tight.
Yep, NSP got him to the wall. That's going to allow the likes of KLW and S'mores to catch up to him.
Yeah.
Y'all just do not know how much I want to jump into that 22 car right now because KLW is throwing some. He's going slow enough to be a roadblock, and then when he screws up, S'mores is lifting for him. And he could have flew by him on the straightaway front stretch a while ago, and he didn't.
Spotting him right now, Tegan, because you're spot on. He needs to be aggressive here, and there you go. Take the move there. Don't.
But he can't.
For him.
But he can't do it. He just doesn't have
it. He's got to be able to do it, and
he's getting cut off. He's gonna have to get aggressive. He's not. I know he's not that driver, but there's sometimes you have to become that driver.
Yeah.
And this is the time. You cannot let that 08 keep you held up so he can finish 6th.
Yeah, because now look at how far away the top 3 here has pulled.
Yeah, it's been an absolute roadblock. Like, he had a run there going into one last lap and had a shot at him. There you go. Don't lift.
Well, he had a lift right there, but the 61 and 19, they made a little contact, and they're side by side.
The 08 got loose back there, allowing the 08 to keep the inside.
Oh, and the 08 got loose again.
Oh, no. Oh,
Luckily,
S'mores was able to keep it off the wall, though, so he finally gets past the 08.
Yeah, luckily, S'mores keeps that momentum up just enough to pass him, but the amount of damage cost him in the matter of time has been done, because look how far back he is now.
Yeah, and the 9's going in with same as the 6, 08, or the 19, and I think that's it right now. Pitting. We'll wait and see. Oh, everyone in front of S'mores is pitting.
Yep, and S'mores and KLW and Sal stays out. I don't mind the move. I'm thinking that they are going to try to make it where they got to pit for 4 tires here in the next little bit, and then pit 2 tires on the next pit strategy.
That'd be a bold
See, this
move.
is where KLW is not smart either. Okay, I think he finally took the hint. You cannot be side by side when you're coming to pit like that.
And he just went into... ooh, gosh, what an
Oh,
aggressive...
he wrecked himself.
Yeah, I was about to say, he made an aggressive move getting
And
down on the apron
will
like that.
end KLW's night.
Permitting there's no caution for sure, Brian. I mean, some of these guys, like Tegan said, they're just not really making the best moves. And
Nope, and now the 6
Now
and the 19
here the 6 and the 19
are
are side by side again. We just talked about this.
yeah, luckily they keep it now single file coming off the corner.
Oh, that is a very early.
Oh, all of them really came up
Yeah.
early.
That will
All
have
of them
to be
did.
addressed for the next Texas race for sure.
Oh, for the Cup Series, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, did Mikeman come off the pit? Well, I'm
They
sure the
all
caution
did, I
came
think.
out.
They all did. Yeah, they all came out early.
I was
They
about to
came
say,
out on the track early.
yep. Yeah, the last caution that came out, yeah, I thought Mikeman had came off early as well, but yeah, all these guys right here just doing everything they can possible
And
to
S'mores
take
able
advantage
to
of the
do
other.
it. Get all the way to the double white line, or the spotted white line.
Yeah, you see how far back S'mores is from the rest of the pack here. But again,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of strategy trying to play out here where he's trying to take advantage of a 2-tire
He's
stop.
definitely extremely far back. The 54 was able to undercut him. I think he pitted a lap or
Ooh.
2 earlier.
Darth Callow got really loose, got into Matt Berger there going into turn 1. It's going to allow the 61 of NSP to try to take advantage of
And
4th.
I will tell you one thing, the 19 was pinning him down by a mile.
Yeah, 19 really trying his best to keep that consistency of top 5 finishes here in the midweek series going. Didn't
Who
really do
is?
it. Oh, he's going to try now to...
Spencer
Ooh.
way into the grass.
We didn't catch that on the cameras, folks. We apologize. Spencer definitely is falling back from what we see. But here we are now 3 wide for
S'mores
third.
Took it to him quickly.
What a move by the 61 too. He got extremely aggressive there when he needed to. Got past both the 6 and the 19 in one pass.
Yeah, the 22 made quick work on Spencer there. As Tegan mentioned, getting past him, wasting no time putting him out of the way when he needed to. Now he's up
Yeah.
here to 6th.
He needs to get up there fast.
Ooh, Darth Callow got really tight. Didn't hit the wall, but lost a lot of momentum there.
Extremely tight.
I want to say that Matt Berger lost a lot of momentum too coming off that corner for some reason. He couldn't capitalize on that.
And Harris is just unable to hold with Mike right now. Mike's able just to pull away very nice and easily.
Yeah, permitting that Harris can't keep up to him. Mike Man's going to be in a whole new zip code by the time we get to the end of this race, permitting that pit strategy doesn't
Pit
play
entry
out.
and pit strategy and entry. And oh, and the 54 Spencer is getting mad about his race. I mean, a lot of things did not go his way this last couple bit.
So I take it the 54 being down pit road, Ryan, is a sign of him backing out by rage, rage quitting.
We'll be a wait and see.
Yeah, think he rage quit. Yeah, I've got my eyes on him.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's on pit road, unless if there's a lag going on I don't know about. So yeah, no, Mike Minscreen, he's down on pit road too. So yeah, he's rage quit for the night, folks.
Yeah. 54 seems to be done for the night of Spencer. And NSP got up to Harris.
I'm telling y'all right now, 22 is making up a lot of time on them other 4.
Watch the 61 too. He's made up time on Harris. He is flying as well. Absolutely flying. The 22 and the 61 are moving. I would not be surprised. Oh, wow. S'mores did make up a lot of time.
You know, sorry, I just read a message. I'm sure y'all saw that too.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
But, you know, seeing the likes of the 61, and now here we see the 22 trying to catch up to the pack here. No, there's not a whole lot of laps to go. But, again, pit strategy can work out, and there's a chance that Mikeman could come in and have a pit speeding penalty. So, these guys, they're not out of the race just yet.
No, they're not. And the 22, he is moving, and he's moving very, very fast. And this is, I'm sorry, but I have to say, it's Tegan-esque almost, where Tegan's as far back as he is and somehow magically gets right back to where he was.
I don't think will catch Mike if it stays green, but I do think he can catch the 3 in front of him for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And with them battling, he's just getting
at
closer
this point,
and closer.
he may actually benefit from not going long like he did the last run and pit with them.
Yeah, I agree.
Or
with
maybe
that.
even short pit.
I was about to say short pitting will probably be the best way to go for S'mores' case, because he's got a fast enough car that in the long runs he could still hold him off.
Yeah, he could still fend him off to the best of his ability.
Oh, Matt's hitting the apron, holding him up even more.
Yeah, that's allowing S'mores to catch up right there. He's on him.
S'mores is moving.
Meanwhile, guys, I don't want to take my eyes off the 61 either. It kind of looks like he's gaining a little bit on Mike Min, ain't he?
Just a little bit, little by little, and it seems like there's certain times where Mike seems to be a little off compared to NSP.
And here comes the 22 behind Harris here, going to try to pass him.
He's already there. Oh, Matt into the wall.
Yep, Matt Berger got into the wall. They're going to allow the 54 and the 22 to...
S'mores is under the 54. If he doesn't lift there, S'mores has a chance to get past the 54
But he
there.
does. He lifts.
And he lifted.
Tegan, you need to get in that helmet of the 22 there, buddy.
I need to do something. Now he's in the wall
the wall.
Oh, my goodness.
It's not good teamwork. It's not good teamwork.
All that time made up. All that effort. Oh, man, S'mores.
That is just terrible.
Oh, man. So
S'mores needed to be aggressive, and he got timid, and it cost him.
So here we are with Matt sitting here in 5th. The guys in front of them, Darth Kylo and Harris, now battling for 3rd.
This is going to be pie between NSP and Mike now. I mean... that absolutely kills S'mores' momentum.
Permitting that nothing crazy happens going down the pit road, there's going to be some crucial points lost here tonight for the 22 team. But yeah, earlier I mentioned the 61 looks like he's closing up a little bit on Mike Min, but seems like that distance has stabilized. If not, Mike Min pulling away just a little bit now.
Yeah. Oh, NSP hit the apron into the wall massively. That's just going to allow Mike to pull away even more.
Oh, this is Mike Min's dream right here. I mean, we're now at 14 laps to go, just less than 14 laps to go, about to go to 13 laps to go, and Mike Min with such a huge lead, he can just pretty much cruise. Yeah, he can coast from here.
Just go into cruise control. Unless someone gets extremely loose and a caution happens. Which is still not out of the realm here. It could happen.
I was about to say, some of these guys are going to now try to take advantage of the short pitting here with Harris now, Darth Kylo.
S'mores does it too.
And freaking S'mores, it looked like he wrecked
it.
I don't know if he that might have been a lag.
That probably a lag? Okay, yep. I was about to say,
he wrecked it. He said he wrecked it.
Oh, okay.
S'mores with now a front end damage is going to cost him some time to repair that as well.
Massive amount of time.
Here,
That hurts him.
Let's see what Mikeman does right here. He's going to come to pit road. Let's see if he gets in here really hot. Looks like he done a really good job at pin entry.
Yeah, he did a very good job there. NSP follows him. So
Yep.
NSP's got to move fast to get by him, or maybe make a strategy call here.
So Mikeman with a penalty-free pit entry, he will probably definitely get the win, permitting no other caution comes out now. I mean, these guys, they're going to come out with 2 tires. If they do, they're going to get their lunch eat by Mikeman.
Yeah, but they had an extremely good stop, so let's see where they come out
Mike
at.
had a 15-3 here, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, these guys right here, they done the best decision that they could and take 4 tires. And you know, I don't fault them for doing that. You know, you could take 2 tires, but as mentioned, without a caution, Mikeman's going to eat your lunch.
Yeah,
So.
and he's going to keep the lead, too. And he's going to take off.
Yeah, here comes Harris now passing up to 61 and 19
Oh,
passing
look
up
at that gap. That gap's so big. There's nothing much
Yeah, it is.
you can do. That gap's
About
at
5
least.
seconds.
Man.
That is the exact pit stop Mike needed to really have that advantage.
Here comes KLW
So
on
God
pit
for-
road going to lap down. Go
God
ahead, Ryan.
forbid
Sorry.
God forbid someone spins. This is Mike's race to win.
Looked like KLW was the last guy to come down pit road, unless if I did miss somebody. But if he's the last one, then I really foresee this going the rest of the way.
And KLW is just staying high for everybody.
Wise decision here. He, being a lap down, he's probably going to be the only car lap down from this point on. So there ain't no really need to push the envelope on these guys that are battling for a position here on the lead lap.
Absolutely no yeah, there's no reason for him to battle or anything like that. Goes high for NSP.
Yeah, so here comes Mike, man. He just barely was in the camera frame here coming off of turn 4. With him with the lead, Harrison second, Darth Kylo third, NSP fourth, and Matt Berger fifth. You know, I could probably see NSP probably making a pass on Darth Kylo. Probably, you know, Harris as well. Maybe these, you know, from second to fourth may shuffle
You got to
around
remember,
a little bit,
he's got a lap fresher tires, and look what that did for S'mores. So I think he's going to get second.
He'll get both. He'll get both, yeah.
I agree completely. KLW letting Matt Berger by. But, yeah, yep, here he comes. Here the 61 trying to push it here under the 19. 19 slams the door on him coming out of turn 2.
19's just going slow enough to keep it on the bottom.
Yeah, NSP's gonna probably get up under him here soon.
And if you're the 19, you know you probably have a chance to try to pass the likes of Harris here, who's not really racing for midweek series points, I don't believe. So.
He actually is.
Okay, he is okay.
Eligible.
Oh, my apologies, folks. So, yeah, here we go. Now 19 trying to pass up Harris with 61 in tow.
I will tell you this much, Tegan. If me and you both raced this race, we would have taken no shit with the amount of stuff that has happened.
No. I feel bad for S'mores. He's so... I don't know if he could have took it to Mike, but I think he could have took it. I think he could have took it to
had
everybody
second
else.
easily, yeah.
I would have believed he caught up to the 61. He probably would have had enough speed to catch him for second, maybe.
I agree. S'mores was extremely fast.
As you see Darth Kylo in third here now that he's passed up Harris. 61 couldn't capitalize behind him, so he's going to stay in fifth for now.
See. There he goes to the bottom.
Yeah,
Right
leaving
there,
a
little.
Now, this is just where you may have the faster car, but you don't have the line to take because you can't run a high line in 3 and 4 because
No.
for one, it's not fast, and 2, it's probably going to spin you out. And we are at 5 to go, by the way.
right. Yeah, I was
So
just
no
about
more
to
yellows
say.
either.
Right.
And then there's not much of a high line in 1 and 2, so you're kind of like trying to
You're
time
kinda
your runs
stuck.
on the back
You're
stretch right here, like
glued.
this one. You're hoping that you can hurry up and clear him before you get into this next corner.
Right, and that's going to be key when we come here in the Cup Series. It's
Well, see,
pick your
earlier
moves.
I did say that the Xfinity cars to me handle better here, but with the Cup cars, you do have more options with runs on the high line a little bit. Oh,
may have-
he just shoves it in there.
Yep.
He said enough's enough.
Yep, he's going to try to get the points he can here now. He's going
And
up
he
to
did.
second.
And he got a really good run, too, off that corner.
Those fresher tires that Tegan just mentioned definitely is starting to pay off for him now, but it's too little too late to try to catch up to the likes of Mike Mid.
Way too late.
Harris.
Very loose.
Matt Berger too far back to capitalize on Harris.
Looks like Harris is loose off of 2 as well.
Well, as we got our camera set on the leader here, Mike Man, we haven't really talked a whole lot about him with all the battles going on behind him. But, you know, coming to the white flag right here, what a dominating performance by the 9 team.
Yeah, very. I mean, his pit crew came out with probably the best stop of the night. And
All night, to be honest.
all night, yeah.
And to be honest, he didn't need them. I mean, he could have had a 16.3, 17 second pit
and
stop,
he would
and still would have
caught
plenty.
him. Oh, easily would have caught him. Or if he was behind, he would have caught him pretty rapidly. I mean, Mike was extremely fast, and no surprise that he's going to take this car to victory lane. And now,
Yeah, no, this is coming to the white flag right here.
This is white flag right here.
okay,
We're on white
but he's
flag
going to
now.
take this car to victory lane. No surprise. I mean, the 9 team was extremely fast today. Hopefully, this is what he sees in another Sunday from now at Atlanta. And yeah, this is what a performance from Mike. Absolute perfection.
And here he comes off of turn 4, rounding up to take the checker flag. Mike Man, your midweek series winner here at Texas.
NSP second, Kylo third, Harris fourth, and Matt fifth.
Yep.
That rounds out your top 5.
S'mores coming out in 6th, it looks like. I believe Sal will come out in 7th. KLW will finish up 8th with Spencer that lagged out earlier, or rage quit earlier, rounding up the last place finish in 9th. Woof. Well, maybe not the firework display we were going to that we were hoping to
That
see
we
here at
saw
the end of
earlier
the
in the race, yeah.
But still, a pretty good race.
Yeah, it was a good race for sure. Definitely a lot of aggressiveness. But I think there's definitely, for some drivers, some learning moments to know when to be aggressive. And now you know when these guys are going to be aggressive. So time for next Wednesday for these guys to go for more racing.
Well, we know Spencer ain't getting past his lap.
That is the truth.
He could have swept the ones, except for the win, obviously. Who got it?
NSP. Looks like
NSP.
he got
With a pretty quick lap, to be honest.
29.5 in the Xfinity
Wow.
car.
Alrighty. As we await Mike Man to come in for an interview here.
I know Tegan's going to be racing next week. That laugh tells you everything.
Well, I would love to tell you if I remembered, and yet now that you put me in the spotlight, I don't remember. So while we're doing that, Mike Man, welcome into our broadcast, buddy. Tell us about how you were able to pull off yet another dominating win here at the likes of Texas. Tegan, Ryan? Under Matt Berger and somebody else, I believe. Tegan, you got anything, buddy? Timid.
Making moves through to get through. But there's some guys, you know, that aren't as fast as they think they are because the draft is pulling them up to somebody. They try to make a move. The guy in front of them is actually faster. They end up getting side by side, and then that just causes a gridlock. Everybody's stuck behind him. The guy on the inside can't get the run off the corner. The guy on the outside is slowing down, of course, because he's on the outside. And then that lets somebody like me who's out front and is paying attention to that very closely and hoping that's what they do. And I was able to take advantage of it. So that was definitely important.
Well, Mike, man, we definitely appreciate you hopping in and talking to us about your win here in Texas. Are we going to see you next week at Pocono?
You'll see me up here with you.
Hey, all right. I welcome you up
that
here.
One to
I kind of hope people race that race like they did tonight, because I think they're going to take a couple of them to the fucking woodshed.
It was definitely a wild one. I'll hang out in here with you guys while you do the interviews, and if there's anything I notice, I'll hop in. But I hope you guys did a good job tonight. I assume you did. Kevron, you're great. Ryan, you're Ryan, and Tegan, you did a great job.
I was waiting
Well, I
for
won
that.
his talk
Love
with
you,
us
Ryan.
last
You
week.
did a good
so,
job.
And I did have a stream going too, so like I said, mine stayed on the 22 a lot because it seemed like he was just around the bullshit a lot. So
Yeah, it seemed like he was in that hornet's nest the whole time. There was a lot of issues I think people had with like pit entry. I think.
yeah.
I
Well,
don't know if
I
you-
was live on KLW when he had his issue. I was on S'mores when he had his issue on that last pit stop, and I was on him when that caution came out because people were pitting and got ran over. So my stream got some pretty good
Yeah.
action shots. So
Yeah. I had the incident. I don't know if you guys noticed under caution where I got pushed into speeding.
Yeah, so tell us a
I
little
heard you
bit
talking
how
about
that
it.
all unfolded.
Well, I was just going in and I was hitting the brakes to get slowed down, and NSP like got into my rear bumper and stuck to it just at the right time
yeah.
to help me not slow down, which he said he didn't on his screen, and I'm not gonna not believe him. I think I have a pretty good rapport with him, so he's pretty trustworthy, and I doubt he did it on purpose. It's just annoying because Harris did it to me too. I think everybody was just a little too close to each other. Going into the pits, can't really make too many gains on pit road just by being an inch closer to somebody. So I didn't really see why we were getting so close to each other, but honestly, I kind of welcomed the challenge a little bit because I started in the back, and then I had that happen after I was in the lead and put me to the back, and then I had when that caution came out after I had the lead, I pitted again just because I noticed whenever we had that caution where a few guys stayed, like 2 or 3 guys stayed out, I noticed that one lap fresher tire was
Mattered.
a pretty big difference.
Yes.
So I wasn't going to stay out and kind of be a sitting duck and let those guys stay in it. I'd rather be offense than defense, and honestly, offense from 5th with the car that I had at this track was better than defense from 1st, in my opinion. So it all worked out. Happy to get a win. I told you, Kevron, last week I was hoping to be up here talking to you, and here we are.
Yep, you definitely called your own number on that, man. Congratulations on that, man. We'll look forward to seeing you next week here in the broadcast booth at Bocono.
Absolutely. Who are we getting in here next?
Believe.
And it's key if he's still on.
Yeah, but I don't think he's on. Let's see if he is.
We're going to have to make a rule. Like, if you finish top 3, you got to stay on.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Unless you're Bradley when you have to work in the next morning.
Oh, we had a lot of fun up here. Yeah, it was a swell of a time watching all the chaos unfolding all around us, man.
It wasn't anything big. And I think he got up into the wall, which was, I think, a pretty common issue. Even I did. I don't know if you guys were watching me with about 4 to go, but I absolutely fenced it coming out of 2.
Nah, we didn't have our. We had our eyes set from 2nd on 4th
Almost
there.
Battle for a second, yeah.
Yeah, I destroyed the wall with about 4 to go. Luckily, I had about 5.5 seconds. That came down to 4 pretty quickly when I did that, but
But you got
Yeah.
right back up to speed.
yeah, and it's a tough track because it feels like you can run corners the same way, 2 consecutive laps, and have 2 different outcomes. So it's really, I didn't run here at all before we started today, and one thing I noticed is it's just the very minute details are important at this track. Like, it's really just an angle thing. Like, turn 1 and 2, you can carry a lot more speed just if you take a slightly different angle, which I noticed, and I think that helped me kind of be able to pull away and keep some speed up on the longer runs.
Well, I've invited NSP, but it definitely seems like he is not on nor will be joining us, so I'm going to see if our third place finisher, Darth Kylo, will be willing to join.
Because he went a lap down
He
early
definitely
just because of wrecking.
Pit issues, yeah.
Yeah, he done
I
a
think
great
he's
job
wrecked
rebounding.
into the pits or something. Yeah.
Well, he actually wrecked during the first run before the green flag pit stop, and then he wrecked
Right,
during
he
that
got
too.
loose, yeah.
So here we are with our third place finisher, Darth Kylo. Darth, how are you doing, my man?
Well, I felt pretty good after the run that I had.
Yeah, tell us a little bit here. We were just talking about the dumpster fire of a start you had this race, and came back with a really good car. I mean, tell us how you got to third place here, man.
Well, I would say dumpster fire is a bit of an understatement, because really during the start of the race, that the trouble spot was turn 4, because it was like a really rough transition from like the exit of the turn down to the front stretch, and I think it was Mike that said it in chat, like, no matter what slider you're on, like, that corner is always going to be a problem. So, I mean, so yeah, I got loose and like wrecked it before came into the pits, a few laps before I came in, I think. Then when I came in, I wrecked coming in, had to repair the damage, got a lap down, but then came right back around, and then I got a speeding penalty on top of that. So, and yeah, restarting in the back and somehow making it up to third at the end of the stage, like, honestly, I don't even know how I did it. I mean, I knew when I got my setup in, like, I had a fast car, but, like, I didn't think I'd have a bottom step of the podium car, if you know what I mean.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Ryan, Tegan, Mike, what you got?
One fantastic comeback. It was definitely a rough start. I mean, right out of the gate, off of 4, you get loose. You somehow magically save that. I thought for sure that was going to end up badly. Then you come off 4 again, and sadly, you wreck there. So, what went through your mind as soon as you were able to get back on the lead lap and go back to racing for position?
Well, really, I just had to stay focused. I mean, I knew if I got my setup in, I would have a chance to at least challenge for some stage points, and that's what I did. I mean, I took advantage of some guys running up a little higher in the corners, as well as some guys having mistakes, and yeah, somehow I was just able to get up to third and pretty much stay there for the entire race.
Yeah, as I think I asked you this last week, or the last time we talked to you, a run like this is big for your points aspect of things. I believe you got good stage points. I don't know where you were in the stage. I think it was like third, fourth, around there, right?
It was third.
And then you get third finishing. When it wasn't a great night for the guys around you, Spencer didn't have a good night, and S'mores didn't have a good night. Those were really the two guys you're fighting with at the top of the standings right now. How does it feel to maximize a run that, at one point looked like it was lost?
Yeah, I'd say it felt pretty good. I mean, it's kind of disappointing that, my competitors had a rough night, because they had really fast cars too.
You're lying.
It's like, all right, you got me. Yeah, but,
you were happy about it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was happy, but I mean, it's, I mean, I do kind of feel for him a little bit, because I know, S'mores had a fast car. Spencer had a fast car before he had his issues. But I mean,
Something about his girlfriend playing the drums on his chest.
wait,
Well.
wasn't it Rod Stewart that said the rhythm of his heart is beating like a drum?
Something like that. I don't fancy Spencer to be a big Rod Stewart fan, but maybe he is.
That was just yeah, that was a deep cut reference right there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is pretty good to like gain some points on them. I think I'm still probably going to be behind a little bit, but with wins not locking you into the playoffs, every point matters. And the fact that I was even able to get good points is a miracle in itself after the start that I had.
Well, Darth, we appreciate you hopping on with us, man, and getting an interview for your third place finish. Congratulations getting the bottom podium trophy, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, man, we appreciate you hopping on again, man. We hope you have yourselves a good night.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, he made a point that I mentioned during the.
Absolutely. Well, it shows that Harris is offline, but I know sometimes the guys will be online just wanting them to show themselves. Right, okay. So I'll give them a couple minutes here, but man, I tell you what, all throughout this night has been a wonderful and exciting race to watch. I don't know about you, Ryan and Tegan, but I sure enjoyed it. Ryan, do not lie. Well, we'll put a pause on that right here. Harris. Hey, all right. So, fourth place finish. Tell us a little bit about how your race went tonight from your end of this. Well, I have to say this. I have to say this before. What he said. I have to say this before I hand the questions over to Ryan and them, man. Normally, you and Spencer definitely have a natural rivalry that goes on every week, but didn't think that Spencer was going to try to take you out using the 22 as a scapegoat. I don't think nobody does. Wait. Did that any? I was about to say, was there any point you heard Mike Man go, "Throw your shit"? Yeah. See, I was afraid that he was going to throw her. Yeah, we don't need that. We, yeah. We might need to call the local authorities where he lives at, just see if somebody's okay or not. Yeah, exactly. Well, you were describing that, NSP or Sebastian just joined us here. NSP, tell us a little bit about your night really quick, buddy.
Smacking the wall, and I lost the 1.4 second gap that I had to. Well,
Hey, Kevron, is your screen on the game?
Yeah, I just now put it back on the game here. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, make sure you keep it on there, because if you don't, it doesn't. The audio doesn't go through.
Okay, go ahead, NSP.
Back towards the last green flag stop, I had, well, I was like 1.4 seconds back to Michael, and then I had accidentally hit the apron and smacked the wall, which then I lost that and went to like 3-4 seconds back, which after the pits or whatever, Harris and Kylo short pitted, and I had to get past them or whatever, but I saw that Michael had messed up, and from the 5-second gap it went down to a 3.9.
I absolutely smacked the wall. I was saying to these guys, they didn't catch it because they were focused on y'all, but I was not paying attention. I drilled the wall.
Yeah, it makes me more like sad now, because if I had kept the 1.4 second gap, I possibly could have been there to capitalize on that, but it's whatever. We got second place though, not bad, but a little upset that I couldn't do more, because I could have done more, but you know, second place isn't bad.
I have to apologize, NSB, where I was trying to focus in on having interviews done and all that stuff. I had it set on the PlayStation menu, so I had it on the blue screen through the stream and didn't pick up the words that you started saying there after I asked you how your night went and blah blah blah, taking us through whatever. So I apologize we didn't pick your audio up on that, but we did hear the majority there towards the end when we got back to the screen, so everybody heard what you were talking about. But again, my apologies for the slacking on that deal.
That's alright.
NSP, I would say you were probably the closest one to me tonight. I think I was a slight bit better, but you were definitely the closest because there was that run where it seemed like I was on an island, you were on an island, and then the rest of the field was in like Antarctica on that run. Before that, though, whenever I was coming back up through the field and you were leading, you made it very challenging to pass you. So when I got back up to you, I just I had to get you out of the way as quick as possible. So I gave you the bumper there in 3 and 4. Talk me through your mindset in that part of the race.
So I technically was supposed to pull away, but I made a bad adjustment.
Right.
And I went. My car was a little bit tighter than it should have been. And you guys caught up, so I had to fight for my life to try to at least keep up there. I was using, I think it was Matt that was with us at the time? Yeah, I was using Matt to kind of have him side by side with you the whole time.
Yeah.
Giving him the draft the entire time. So I tried to keep that up, but then you ended up getting passed, and then by the time you got to me, I knew that you were going to end up laying the bumper on me, and I couldn't defend against that. Or I could have, but I didn't do it in time, so it's unfortunate, but that was mainly on me for making a bad adjustment. But
yeah, I kind of felt bad because I gave you a pretty big shot into 3 and 4. I didn't quite want to do it that hard, but I spent about like 5 or 6 laps trying to like cross you over, go high, then sneak down low, pass you on the high side, and then I might have had a chance to get it done, but with Matt being there, as you said, it was a smart move by you to just keep me out there, because if I lost any sort of momentum, he was going under me too, and that's what happened. Then I had to get back by him again, and then when I got back to you, I had to go. But it was definitely a smart section of the race by you for sure.
Yeah. That was fun.
Definitely.
Well, gang, I know that normally we'll have whoever congratulated, and then we'll have our final thoughts, but I'm going to probably go ahead and try to cut this broadcast here short. So, Harris, if you're still on, NSP, Mikeman, Ryan, Tegan, everybody else that has jumped into the broadcast, thank y'all so much for tuning in with us.
Whatever.
Hey, you know, somebody has to pull off the Spencer here now that he backed out, so it couldn't be nobody better than Mikeman.
Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Yeah.
While Mikeman's shooting off his Smith & Wesson's 629 Deluxe 6-shooters and wearing the freaking cowboy hats in his victory lane.
Yeehaw, baby.
That's right.
Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What?
And with that, folks, we're going to sign off here, and we will see you all next week at Pocono.